Hey everyone, welcome to Refill with Pastor Mag. I'm Pastor Mag, and thank you for joining us for a time of refilling our heart, our soul, and our mind as we get ready to focus on Christ. Now today we are looking in the book of Psalms. We have been working through Psalms, and we are in Psalm 48. But before we get started, I have to ask you a question. Do you love your house? I love my house. I've been working really hard on my house. With the help of people at the church there, we have redid the entire house, and I'm so appreciative of that. But it also means I have a deep love for the house that God's blessed us with. Now we're going to take a look as God is talking about his house. Now his house at this time, and we're in Psalms again, he's talking about Jerusalem. However, he's not going to say Jerusalem. It's going to say Zion. So whenever we see Zion this morning, I want you to think of the city of Jerusalem. So let's go ahead and read. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised in the city of our God. His holy mountain, beautiful in elevation, is the joy of all the earth. Mount Zion in the far north, the city of the great King. Within her citadels, God has made himself known as a fortress. For behold, the kings assembled. They came together. As soon as they saw it, they were astounded. They were in panic. They took to flight. Trembling, they took hold of them there. Anguish as of a woman in labor. By the east wind you shattered the ships of Tarshish. As we have heard, so we have seen in the city of the Lord of hosts, in the city of our God, which God will establish forever. We have thought on your steadfast love, O God, in the midst of your temple. As your name, O God, so your praise reaches to the end of the earth. Your right hand is filled with righteousness. Let Mount Zion be glad. Let the daughters of Judah rejoice because of your judgments. Walk about Zion, go around her, number her towers, consider well her ramparts, go through her citadels, that you may tell the next generation that this is God, our God forever and ever. He will guide us forever. There's a few things that really stick out to me. This is one of those Psalms that you're like, I know there's good stuff in here, I just got to look a little deeper. Well, at the very beginning, I love how, again, the psalmist says, great is the Lord and greatly to be praised in the city of our God. See, God is to be praised wherever we are. But when we're in some of those historic locations, or when we're in a building that's dedicated to him, or even better, when we are in a group of people that have devoted their lives to him, life is just better. It's so great to see him there. And then we see that God is not done with Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a place where God has protected. He has made sure that other enemies, when they have attacked it, they have been forced back. God is not done with Israel or Jerusalem. But here at the very end, look in verse 14, or actually 13 to 14, that you may tell the next generation that this is God, our God forever and ever. He will guide us forever. You see, it's our responsibility to tell the next generation about God, whether that may be our kids or our friends of our kids or the people around. It's important that the next generation know about how amazing God is. Israel didn't tell their kids when they came out of Egypt about how great God was. And what did they do? They started worshiping other gods. Well, what happened to Israel? Israel went on a downhill decline and started crashing and burning. Guys, it's important for us to express to our kids, to the next generation, how great God is. And in verse 14, he will guide us forever. Hey, thank you so much for joining me for this refill. Let's remember that God will guide us, that he's not done with Israel or Jerusalem, and that we need to keep teaching the next generation. We meet every Sunday in Crossroads Church Building here in Custer, South Dakota at 10:10. And we're online on YouTube, again, at 10:10 every Sunday morning. We would love to have you join us at either of those locations. And hey, would you subscribe? Your subscription allows us to continue grow, not because we want a huge channel, but because we want more and more people to know Jesus. And so we encourage you to subscribe, hit that bell icon so you know when things are going live. But whether I see you here in Custer, whether I see you online, or whether we see you when Christ returns, we'll see you real soon.